still fits. How do you suppose Stanton Carlisle got away with so much for so many years? It's because the shit he wore, the shit he professed, it still fit. But you have to be careful, because what I see coming with the Dr. Reverend Stanton Carlisle is he's gonna get what he's got coming. Look, see? Look. Airborne all the way. Why am I talking to you about this? Oh, baby. If I'm gonna talk to you, you're gonna need a drink.
Oh boy.
That's one of the general rules. It's on my family crest. Otherwise, you won't be able to stand it. Oh, baby. I'm so glad you could be here on such a fine July 14th evening, when we might even be able to see the quality of light roll through here. It's getting close. We just experienced a full moon last night.
It's been such a beautiful summer. Oh my gosh. It's really been...
No mosquitoes.
No mosquitoes. It has been humid. We've had some good hot days, which I love. The humidity just hasn't been there. It's been a really nice summer.
And here on July 14th, you think I put this hat on just for nothing? I'm asking them, not you. Yeah, I might even be asking myself. I was the only one I could see when I looked into those eyes. What does the number 31 mean to you?
31? I was going to say Baskin Robbins, but that's 32. 31.
That's acceptable. That is beneath. It's not like on Price is Right. If you just said 33, you lose. You were the closest. 31. 31 years.
Oh, it is. It's your anniversary.
Do you know the anniversary?
Yeah, when you got out of the army.
We did not talk about this. I've been sitting here quietly, and I said
that all day. I was writing it down all day, and I'm like,
really?
July 14th.
I was writing July 14th.
I'm forgetting somebody's birthday.
This is a big day. I didn't say anything to anybody.
I know it's important, and I couldn't. Oh my gosh.
See,
yeah.
You know what?
Happy anniversary.
Well, thank you. I just realized I just had a speech. Okay, love you, baby. You realize, what was it you just said?
I said
31 years. 31 years this is from my day of freedom from, well, they call it a military contract, but really it's little more than indentured servitude once you give up your soul. Yeah, 4 years, I did my war, I got the fuck out. And, yeah, 31 years ago. Imagine if I were your fucking Command Sergeant Major Judas. Gah! God damn it, Arnold, get a haircut. And they're like, look at you, Command Sergeant Major Judas. And I'd say, get in the fucking pit. 31 years
That
ago
is just
today.
crazy.
I would have been in the military 35
I was
years
totally
ago today.
daydreaming what you were saying. I was in the moment. I saw it in my brain.
Imagine
Did you see me drift
this.
off? You're
I
gonna watch it, and I'll be
didn't-
like, I drifted.
Imagine this.
He's so good.
This, I'd have been in 35 years right now, which you can do.
You don't even seem like you're 35.
Well,
Let
it's
alone
because
to
I didn't
been
stay
there
in the
for
military
35.
more than 4 years. Sergeant Major Gilbert, Master Sergeant Gilbert, who wasn't holding a command position when he was my supervisor, my NCOIC, he hated me. He was a guy that didn't drink but used to drink a lot. He'd had like 2 heart attacks. He quit drinking and he took on Christianity. So this guy, Master Sergeant Gilbert, saying, "Dad gummit, Judas," and Elder Quist, they say the last name. But he's the same guy that would not curse, would not cuss. He was totally religious. And the one day in the field, he said, "God damn it, Gopinski, I told you to shave." And I just had fuzz. I'm like, nobody can even see it. He said, "God damn it," and I said, "I win." And this is the guy.
I win.
Yeah.
Feats of strength.
Feats of strength. She hung up first. So the thing about the cutting of the hair, the shaving, jeez. Totally in line. Maybe come on, whisper in my ear. A little birdie told me.
We're talking about oh, stop. What were we talking about?
Oh, jeez, I always count on her.
Your anniversary
My anniversary.
of the army. That's what it was.
And
See how quickly I can get distracted.
yeah, but what did it have to do with Master Sergeant Gilbert?
I was picturing because you were like getting in trouble for having peach fuzz, and then I got lost in your beard because I'm like, holy crap! Can you imagine now like that? Like you'd have to shave like 4 times a day, you know.
I only
You
shave.
can grow.
I
You
think
can grow a mad beard, man.
basic
Holy
training.
crap.
I was 17 years
So I
old.
got lost in that moment.
17 years old in basic training, and I think I only shaved twice, and I had
Oh my gosh.
2 drill.
Can you imagine?
Staff Sergeant
6
Mahabir
weeks, you'd be like-
Singh of the Alpha 246, and then Sergeant Gita. Those were my drill sergeants. One was from India, one was from the Philippines, and they were short, standing men, and they would look up and they'd say, "Ah," and I never shaved. I shaved twice in basic training, and them in my face looking up at me, I'm going, "Ah," and as I continued to grow, I was close to their height when I got into basic training, but I grew 2 inches in basic. So at the end of it, I'm like, I'm looking down at them. I've never realized that difference until now. These little fucking people, I am standing above you, and I will be as tall as your God will allow me. So yeah. These fucking people, I didn't have to shave, I didn't have to do anything. We got distracted again. It's all about this. It's about 31 years. It's about the idea that if I'd have stayed in, I'd been in for 35 years, and you say, "Gosh, you look good for," but it's about Master Sergeant Gilbert having 2 heart attacks by the age of 32, quitting drinking, and quitting cursing and becoming deep into religion and saying, "God damn it, Elderquist, you heard my name. I didn't even put anything on it. I heard my name scream out. God damn it, you don't have any idea how many times I've heard that in my life." It's just common. It just comes out of everybody around me. And, yeah, they seem to do all right. But, God damn it, Uncle Wes, this guy hated me. Oh, geez, I went through all that right to get to that. And I start thinking about the giggling, the names and everything. Just forget I have one. Happy anniversary, baby. So these are the people that had the heart attacks and all that shit. I'm not going to go through it all again. This guy that just hated me. Turns out he was only 32 years old when he was my non-commissioned officer in charge. My supervisor. You can't say boss in the military if you got somebody like me walking around, because you're not my boss. I don't care if you fire me. I don't care if you attack me. You're not my fucking boss. You're just a person that's doing shit to get by. And you think it helps you get by shitting on me. You're not my boss. You're not yourself. You are afraid of what you can be. And so then you get somebody that's 32 years old having 2 heart attacks. If I just stayed in the military, I could have been 32 with a couple of heart attacks and afraid to curse. And you know how much I like to curse. I can cuss like a raped sailor. Airborne all the way. It's the idea. It's just the simple idea that it's my anniversary. 31 years ago today, I got my freedom from the government. Now I just sift through the populace incognito. I mean, you can't even say that because they make you put your fingerprints all over everything everywhere you go. They got it all worked out, don't they? So you see why I didn't decide to just give up a free-flowing form of life and choose the military instead to be a dumbass hero. It's because this shit just really isn't mattering anymore. You can act like it's going to work this time, but remember, they're going to try it again. July 14th, Judas got out. What did they say? They gave me a pin and put it on my shoulder, and they said, "Well, say something to everybody." And I said, nobody even told me I was going to have a speech. It was as I was getting out. I didn't get any kind of trouble that made it to the courts, and they shocked everybody, and I changed everybody, and they said, "Come up here and say something." And all I had to say was, well, because we were getting ready to go run PT, they called me up in the middle of nothing. And I said, "I'd like to thank you all for coming here." They had to be there. This was my last speech. If I'd have had my last speech, I would have said to them, I would have said, "Oh, baby. Oh, Johnson, oh, Scump. Oh, fucking everybody. Oh, Ramirez especially. Ramirez is the one that they put with me, the first cherry that I ever had as a roommate." Cherry. You see this? This unit crest and the... Don't make me remember stuff. This beret without this beret, without this unit crest in the, it's just blank. It's just red. You have to have one when you show up to the 82nd. But, you have to have a beret, but you don't have anything on it because you haven't gotten to your unit yet. And they call it cherry. The Repel Depot, 82nd Repel Depot, 82nd Replacement Detachment. It's where you show up, and just the same way they didn't have orders for you to leave Fort Benning after jump school until the last second when, well, we're going to have to do something with you. That same way it happens at 82nd Repel Depot at Fort Bragg when I show up, and I'm just sitting there and everybody's been in the field and Jeeps have shown up and taken people off, and and I'm the last kid sitting there. I'm like, nobody picked me.
Oh my gosh.
This is how it works.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
People find it surprising that I've been alone for like 40, 50 years. But it's just the way it works. And then you got a fucking guy that jumped, turned and burned and hit the ground, driving the Jeep that picks you up and says, oh, we didn't know you were coming. I'm standing out there, the sun, look at this. God damn it. Look at the light. Look at that. It's just like that in Vietnam, North Carolina, when I'm sitting there waiting for a fucking Jeep alone in the middle of a fucking field because nobody's coming. It's really very exciting to me, baby. I think this is just fantastic. Just sitting there constantly. Ha! Nobody cares? That means you can get away with pretty much everything. Glass is half empty. I'm that much closer. To a fresh beer. So I was on track. I think I'm wearing her out. Oh, look, do you realize? Let's take a look. Move your hand quick. I gotta start working out again. I'm starting to look like Putin on a fucking horse.
Putin on a horse.
All right, sit up. It's all about posture is what it amounts to. Don't look at me, I'm hideous. So, 31 years, I could have fucking stayed in and been dead at 35. The truth is, my brace still fits. Life is this confusing part of it all, which what is next and who cares? It's not even confusing if you can get to the point of saying who cares. We'll just go with it, right? Life reaches the point where you say you just go with it, everything's good. You just get the hell out of a place where you're being held too hard. And take what they taught you with you. I still know how to tie my shoes and a tie. They taught us a half Windsor in basic training. I don't know if they still do this because, well, it's the first suit that most of us ever owned, is how they present it. And the drill sergeants teach you everything from brushing your teeth to polishing your boots to tying your tie and to stabbing somebody in the back.
Oh my
Everything
God.
it takes to be a man. But they teach you a half Windsor, and I learned that was the first tie I ever tied, and it's acceptable. But then I thought about it later, and I looked it up. A full Windsor. Oh, it goes around the other side too. So I wear a full Windsor, having learned first to be a man and fake a tie. I learned how to tie a tie. And so I like to believe that I've become something more than I would have been if I'd have just been having 2 heart attacks and recovering from alcoholism. Nobody recovers from alcoholism. Anybody that is an alcoholic, you tell them they can't have any more, they will just wait for the next day they can. It only takes 6 months most of the time.